community member, a proud public sector worker, and I am not a militant. I've been the school business manager at Lindisfarne for nearly 8 years, and I've worked with the Department of Education for over 15 years. In a number of roles, I've been a teacher assistant, a school admin officer, and a school business manager. And I'm here to share my story about working in the Department of Education. I'm a bit surprised to find myself up here talking to you all. I'm not really a public speaker, although I can talk a lot. Some of my colleagues up there will know. I did not even make a speech at my wedding. By the way, it was 31 years ago today. Thanks to my husband for supporting me here today. I'm also not a woman. My husband married all those years ago. And over the past few years, I sometimes wonder why he stayed married to me. More on that to follow. That was love, the work I do. In my view, I'm there to support the students, the staff and the parents to make sure that our school is safe and well resourced, to ensure that we are offering the best we can, to foster a love of learning for our students to go on and have fulfilling lives and do what they love to do. And I've got a few fun facts, or maybe not so fun facts. When the school student numbers go up, we get more teaching staff. The number of school admin does not change. Shame. We add another student file to the system and get on with it. In most schools, the admin staff manage first aid despite not being medically trained, because if not us, then who? School administration staff and teachers' assistants are some of the lowest paid employees in the Department of Education. They are only paid for 43 weeks of the year, and they are required to take unpaid stand down during the school holiday period. Shame. When a new education initiative or classroom program is rolled out to schools, this may mean more teaching staff, but school admin have to purchase additional resources, support the school to roll it out. There is no recognition that administration time is needed to successfully make these things happen. Until recently, if a school had a capital works project, new classrooms, a GP room, we just managed it off the side of our desk after hours and on weekends. And I can tell you a lot about the extra time put in by school business managers on these types of projects. I was involved at Windermere Primary School from the beginning, and the extra time I spent working with those involved was not even recognised by the Department of Education. The school principal and communities I worked with supported me, but the additional hours and the workload that were required for nearly 2 years to close 4 schools and have 2 new schools built was enormous. And here's where I start to wonder how I'm still married. Late nights at work, sleepless nights when I did get home, I was tired, irritable, I had horrendous eating habits. I could go on, but I only have 5 or so minutes. The number of students at Lindisfarne North Primary School has been relatively steady over the past 7 years, increasing by about 30 students since our move to our new site in 2015. We've not had any additional administration staff allocated by the department, and like many schools, Lindisfarne North funds additional administration hours from our school resource package to take the edge off the pressure for the admin team. I have another long story about school moves, but I will only touch on that. Think about moving house, then multiply it by 30. You should be about right. Oh, and then there's the stress of dealing with the renovations required before moving in. And all this was done off the side of my desk while I was still keeping the current school site operational. I cannot really remember the first 6 to 12 months on the new site. Some have said this could be attributed to post-traumatic stress, but who knows. I feel that I'm in a good position to talk about the change in the type of work and the workload that has become the norm for school administration staff and school business managers. As a school business manager, you're expected to be knowledgeable across all sectors of the school and the department. We have a multitude of roles. We are the HR managers, the facility managers and the finance managers. As school business managers, we manage the admin team, the school attendant team and the teacher assistant team. We keep track of nearly everything that is happening in our school. Switchboard location, drainage plans, we issue keys, we arrange the facility hire for before and after school care contracts, we make bus bookings, maintenance contracts, and the list goes on. We are often the first contact most families have in a school. We provide assistance to every member of our school community in a variety of ways. We love our school community and we are proud of the work we do. So what I was doing as a school business manager 10 years ago compared to what I do now is almost unrecognisable. So, what is the impact of this on school administration staff? We are tired, we are stressed, and we have had enough. And that is why I am taking action today. In a recent survey of all school administration staff, 69% of those staff responded that they feel stressed at work. 1 in 3 reported their workload impacts on their health, and 1 in 3 reported that workload negatively impacts on their personal life and their responsibilities outside of work. The administration team in a school is the glue that keeps it all together. We're those people that get stuff done. And in my view, we've been happy to do this at whatever the cost to ourselves. But enough is enough. For over 3 years, the CPSU SAP Committee have been negotiating with the Department for a fair funding formula for school administration to deal with our crippling workloads. The best we can get is a rob Peter to pay Paul model. More staff for some and potential job cuts for others. We have a minister that has agreed, or not agreed, to meet with us to discuss these issues, and now we have a government that refuses to scrap the public sector wage cap and deliver a fair pay rise. We need our government to show us, our schools and our work respect and bargain in good faith. If they did this together, and that's the word, together, we could really make Tasmania the education state. They say it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a large team of support staff and teachers to run a school, and we do it together. This is the first time unions in education have held a joint action like this, and we are being equally disrespected by the government. But together, we will win. Thank you.